Yo, wait till y'all really like. I'm gonna wait till y'all really come in here. You hear that? There go number one that came in. There go number two that came in. Let me see what channels y'all came in. Um, I'm glad to say that even though you Negroes didn't understand what I was doing, evidently that company called Google that has a subsidiary called YouTube, and you got a whole bunch of you fucking rat motherfuckers on here that keep fucking doing all community guideline strikes and all of that shit and get people channels shut down, get them uh, shadow banned. I guess there may have been some people from Google. I told you the feds was down here. I told you. I told you. Not only was the feds down here, this channel, on all my channels, I try to tell y'all like it T.I. is. If I was wrong on something, like I said, I'll take that shit down. I told y'all about the website where, if somebody if you need to go at a nigga, yeah, go to that website and pull down all them deleted Instagram posts. Since everybody love going on Instagram. Everybody love going on Instagram. Matter of fact, I was inviting y'all, do the shit to me. That ain't what y'all did. I've never appealed a YouTube decision as soon as I got it. As soon as the live was off last night, I went and looked for something. I told you I was waiting for something before I do something. Because I knew that I had been hacked. And Google would not want to be a part of a woman saying that she's going to kill me, or a part of another dude all saying that I can't go to the ATM and none of that shit, and saying I got herpes and all of that, and they on Google platforms or YouTube platforms. And then they said that it was murders. Yeah. Y'all out there talking about murder. You talking about people getting murdered. And then you lying about that shit. You slanting the story this way and slanting the story that way. You think Google trying to be involved in that? And then when you have somebody like MHB that announces on live, we're going to do Operation Bowling Strike, where they're going to go strike somebody's channel for money. Yeah, but see, people don't believe shit stink till they smell it. Yeah, I was waiting for and make sure that I was going to get control of all my motherfucking channels. All of them. They all up. All 6 of them. The one that I waited for that I shouldn't have got back, I told you, Ratchet TV, I was in the military. Y'all talk too much shit about the military. You think that do you believe that this publicly traded company gives a fuck about you black motherfuckers down here. Keep calling yourself a sector. They don't get two motherfuckers. You ain't good for the fucking community, and I meant that shit. You talk too motherfucking much. But you the best clients because y'all believe everything Google say. Y'all, you know. Well, Google says this. And I go on to certain sites like Pacer and all of this shit. Yeah, I told you had to bend through something to go and get that. You had to have some money to pay for to get that. So there's several ways that people can find out if you have money or they're worried about your money. They counting your pockets. Whether you bring in authentic receipts, somewhere from like Pacer, which has a lawsuit against it right now because we're not supposed to be paying for that. That's public information. So now they got Pace Monitor. You can do the same shit. Boop, bang. Yeah, it's a little cheaper. So I guess the powers that be of Google, that be right down here. I don't know why the fuck y'all believe me when I be telling you, yo, if you ran a fucking company, you wouldn't be down here listening to it. If you had some stock or you had any interest in your company, you're not gonna be fucking down here listening to it at every level. Have somebody listening to it and have the people, them 3-letter boys, all of them. You think everybody, yo, this is a fucking open goddamn platform. Motherfuckers on here think they running shifts. Yeah, 5-0 is on here running shift, 12, whatever the fuck you want to call them, and YouTube is on here running shifts. Except on the weekend. But when you have almost 700, and let me correct that. It was like 782 channels. That's a lot of influence to just go down on one channel and say, listen, he's breaking the community guidelines because I was asking for justice from MO3 and they said that I was lying. I was spamming because of what I was using as what I'll say to me, it seemed right to me. If y'all play games with us, I can't fucking play games with y'all with the pictures. And you try to understand what the fucking title mean. Yeah, they got all other everybody got shit you don't know what the meaning is. Except for those who are initiated. They know what the fuck it is. But I ain't initiated into nothing. I just was in the military. If you have an enemy, or you're supposed to study him. If you've been in trouble before, you're not supposed to get in trouble again. And if you've been questioned before by the cops, you can kind of get a feeling like, yo, why the fuck is you asking me all these goddamn questions about my personal life like you trying to write a fucking book? You ever heard that expression? Somebody trying to write a fucking book, you trying to write a book, you ask me a whole lot of fucking questions. like you the police, working for the police. And I don't know. So when people ask me a lot of questions, I don't know you on the internet. Pretty much, I lied to you because that's not proper etiquette. I've been learned proper etiquette. I told you I'm older than you motherfuckers. You don't go ask somebody how much they spent for a car, how much the car costs. You don't ask a motherfucker how much his shoes cost. Because, nigga, if you know that I got on a pair of Gucci loafers, everybody in the fucking world know Gucci loafers cost the same amount of money for since they've been the fuck out. Like $350. Then it came out with the soft soles. So when a motherfucker come and ask me some question like that, I see it's getting ready to be a play. It's just certain shit that just pay attention to. If the military trained me to pay attention to detail so much so that you had to take your rifle, and there used to be a drill instructor, walk down there with an antenna. If you go down into Paris Island at the right time, when them big ass fucking fruit flies and shit is out there biting the shit out you, and you try to move because you want to scratch, and that drill instructor catch you, he gonna slap the shit out you on your arm with that antenna because you're supposed to hold that rifle and your elbow is supposed to be in tight. So can't nobody understand what the fuck anybody been in the military unless you've been in the military. Nobody can't understand mental health issues that come down from that. Because the one thing about the military, especially the Marine Corps, they always say that they call us jarheads. But there's nothing dumb about Marines. Nothing. I know we got the longest, besides the Navy SEALs and all of that, Special Forces and all of that, we have the longest boot camp. Boot camp. But we got to go through everything. Gas chamber. We got to go through a whole bunch of shit. Training. We got to go stay out in the woods. Stay in a sleeping bag. Then you get cold weather training, where not only are you staying outside in the cold weather, you got to have fire watches around you. And you in there so everyone can sleep a shift. And then somebody got to get up. And if you fuck up on the fire watch, like fall asleep or some shit like that, yo, you getting fucked up. You probably, they're going first, whoever it is, commander gonna tell you, yo, what's your general orders? They do all types of shit down there too. I seen motherfuckers piss on themselves because they scared to talk to the drill instructor and ask him, can he go to the bathroom? Because you gotta learn a whole different language. Because a bathroom is not a bathroom, it's a head. Going through boot camp, they told you how long you had to shit. They told you which leg to actually wash, when to rinse it off, then same thing the other one. They break you. And then they build you up into a soldier if you're in the army. But they build you up to be a Marine. And some people are infatuated with that shit. I remember, like, the Marine Corps falls under the Navy. So I remember my first job, I worked for AIG Life Insurance Company. Our vice president and general counsel was Ken Wilma. And I was getting paid a nice chunk of money right out of the military. Until my conscience bothered me so much, knowing that I had children to take care of. I went into the office of the vice president and general counsel, and I told him when I was in the military, I had an Article 15. You know what he told me? Don't worry about it. Let's see what it say. Guess what happened? I learned then that the systems weren't together, and military convictions can't be seen by just anybody. So they give you this DD 214 and tell you that, but it doesn't matter if you get an honorable discharge, dishonorable discharge. Let me tell you something. You know how fucking hard it is for someone to get a fucking dishonorable discharge? There's not a general right now serving in any branch of the military that's going to give anybody that gave themselves up for this country and they messed up one time, because you can't have a criminal record when you go into the military. So they mess up in the military because there's a whole new law there. It's called the UCMJ. And you know what you can't do? You can't eat pussy. You can't suck dick. You can't cheat on your wife. You can't smoke weed. It's a whole bunch of shit that you just cannot do in the military that you get away with on the street, even talking to cops. Some cops don't even respect what people have went through that was in the military. Y'all see that shit all the time. They don't give a fuck. Them niggas, most of them be juiced up on some fucking steroids or something, trying to look big because they work in the streets. And then they be the ones, they always work in the fucking streets. Why you going, if you gonna be a pussy, don't go get jacked up all on some shit because you trying to make some more money, or you just want to show dominance. Before I went in the military, I went to Penn State University and was called to active duty to go to war. So let me tell you what I was taking. business law in accounting. I knew about the stock market in the 10th grade. I understood it. So I don't fuck with stocks. Not no public stock. But I do know about publicly traded companies. I know where you can go and find out every fucking thing that you want to know about a publicly traded company, who's the CEO, all of that. All of the lawsuits that they got pending, all of that. And it's a government website. And most publicly traded companies, they put that on there. But privately held companies, they don't have to do all of that because there's laws that protect them. So people going in and trying to dox people and trying to find out about their business. Most of these motherfuckers don't got a goddamn business they self and don't know nothing about business. They done heard somebody tell them, hey, get a form an LLC. And they never did shit with it. One thing on here, somebody was listing every channel. My PO knew every channel someone sent her something from. Certain things come to a head when people get in over their head, or somebody is caught and there's no more use of lying. Somebody caught. Somebody was hacking. I must have said who that hacker was. Because that pressure makes someone send something to my PO on Monday. You see how everything goes on the weekend? There's a play. Monday starts the business week, and that's when you start, making phone calls to the fucking government and all types of shit like that. You take the weekends off because everybody at church, people are off on the weekends. The timing of the emails is so that that person will see it when they first come in. It's Thursday. I ain't getting no phone call. It's Thursday. I would have got a phone call right away as soon as she read it. I keep telling you. How many times y'all thought y'all gonna run fucking plays? And y'all ever thought that? Why you think I keep playing and keep playing and keep playing the same recording over and over and over and over again? Because if you get the channel struck, that shit, whoever looking at this channel, and I know it got to be somebody from Google, they hearing that voice, and then they're looking at those people right down there. That's in there. Now, if Google is a public company, then it's not the government. But you can't go and put false copyright strikes in. You can't go and put community guideline strikes in. And you can't go in and have a whole operation and I recorded you saying it. recorded you saying it. It ain't only one channel that I caught saying, hey, we're going to go to this channel and strike all these people. I caught a couple of y'all on that. But the three main people that was doing that was MHB, Skull, rat shit. And of course, I did show y'all on that other channel on Rumble. That's on another platform. I showed you how they couldn't even strike the channel because I was playing Rumble. Y'all had to come up with something. I even put it in the title. Unfair competition. There's other channels out here that's really trying to tell the truth. And you think that you guys, all you black motherfuckers, is going to say, hey, go start up a live. I'm great in my live. You go start up another live because you don't want somebody to tell the truth. Especially when it's a true crime. That's called obstruction of justice. Who the fuck raised you dumb motherfuckers to think that you would ever get away with that? You would ever get away with that? $10 million, that little bit of shit y'all getting, making everything y'all keep showing all that shit don't mean nothing to everybody that owns shares in Google. You black motherfuckers down here yakking and your liabilities. So they put y'all black asses out here so y'all can go ahead and do it. Then people like 1090 Jakes, he go right up here and tell the whole story. Trap Lord, Flat TV, all of them people, they tell our story about almost everything. Because you trying to be rich and famous instead of just having some integrity and just telling the truth. Can't build a channel without getting like fucking the goddamn 90% robots. So I already knew people was listening to me when I said I was going to build my channel organically and try to I built my channel. I ain't paying for no goddamn robots. Because I ain't trying to impress no fucking body. I got back in the algorithm just by putting Google in there. And that it was publicly traded. And I knew I was coming in there because I said Operation Bowling Strike. Y'all know what the fuck that is. So I know who the fuck over here listening. So take that back to your little fucking channels. And just think about that you not only put yourselves in a fucking murder, RICO, as accessories. He was actually trying to fucking obstruct justice too. And some of you is involved. But that money getting low. And every time they go to court and that judge does not throw that case out, yeah, y'all still trying to settle. All of a sudden, Bootsy got re-locked up for for a gun. Right after he beat the charges, he get locked up for a gun again. But this time it's a new, because I told y'all on here, the circuit, the Ninth Circuit, wherever he was at in California, they just passed a law that felon in possession shit. They said it was unconstitutional. So now he get off, and guess what? Now he get booked for being an addict with a gun. But he'll get off that too. Because the Second Amendment, it don't say shit about you got to be off drugs, you got to be on this, whatever. It don't say any of that. Second Amendment is the fucking Second Amendment. The right to bear arms. Don't have. It said it shall not be infringed. That's for the government. Y'all can't make laws that infringe upon a citizen's right to bear arms and protect his family, protect himself. Because he got a certain amount of money. He has something to live for. And of course, he always got some people that want to try to take him out. Somebody thinking it's a fucking come up. A mad fan or something. So when y'all be praising all these fucking people and you just keep just saying, when they start using those same titles, they on the same team. They going around in circles and circles. I ain't on that team. I'm not in no fucking sector. Never was. Yeah, I wanted to bury it. And that's what it is. It's buried. I exposed that shit. A couple other people exposed the shit out of it. Shout out to Otto. How you doing, Miss Cynthia? Says, hey, how are you doing today? Well, I hope. Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. I'm just trying to bring a little message to these Negroes who thought I'm not any better than you. Might be more determined to protect my family name and protect my daughters at all costs. But that's not the life that I chose for them. And people starting shit with me. I told you, I'm not the one you want coming after you. It's funny, this lady name is Cynthia. So it's going to take like some chicanery, some trickery, to some permissions and everything to do. I mean, it's going to take some subterfuge to get at me. Let somebody telling you something. If somebody telling you something, I'm tracking them. So, see, I'm one of those people that believe if I walk into a government building, they got all these fucking cameras on me. Why the fuck I can't turn my camera on? Y'all got 50 fucking cameras pointing at me down the streets when I walk down the streets, so I can't be outside and film. am a constitutionalist. And the only law that's above the Constitution is God's law. And pretty much what y'all so-called call the forefathers, they kind of made everything based off the commandments. The one thing that they fought the most is a man's right to privacy, and I had the government in his fucking business. Taxes wise, how he write his taxes and all of that. That ain't the government fucking business. As long as it's legal. If a motherfucker paid $1 in taxes and made $1 million fucking dollars that year and only had to pay one, guess what? He got some good accountants. But when you got black motherfuckers on here talking about shit, they don't have no fucking idea. They talking about, why are you telling this person that and telling that? You a fucking rat. Why the fuck is you worried about what the fuck I'm telling my probation officer? When the fuck, I want to know where they do that at. Where they do that at, except in the black fucking community and on the black sectors of fucking YouTube. Y'all calling CPS, trying to get people kids taken. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Y'all motherfuckers is all some type of crackhead, dope heads, all on pills and all of that. And then you don't even realize how fucked up your life is. So you trying to make up. Did you ever think you would call my motherfucking family? I don't care if you just talked about my daughter. You ain't gonna call my family, period, and get away with it. If my family wanted to be known on the internet, they'll make themselves known on the internet. My partners want to be known on the internet, they'll make themselves known on the internet. That ain't nobody fucking business. I ain't no publicly fucking owned company. Even if we own some public stock. The difference between my partners and you Texas motherfuckers, most of you Texas motherfuckers, and especially Rainwater. My partners are always gonna look out for me because they know I'm gonna look out for them. Always. I don't know shit. Understand what I'm saying? So if I don't know shit, then don't nobody go to jail. So I keep telling you, I ain't did shit. I don't got nothing to do with nothing that happened in Texas. What happened in Florida, that shit ain't even my business. And I ain't no fucking detective. I'm just a concerned citizen. Just trying to see a new day. A new generation. It ain't just about me. It's about my kids, their kids, and their kids. But some of you motherfuckers don't think that long. We probably one of the only races that do that. Don't look out for the generations. Don't give a fuck that people are trying to do something to our generations. Don't give a fuck. You got a one YouTuber. He calling police right online. He called FBI, and then be chilling with the same people like the next day. It's all a game to him. Get them views. Get them chats. Get them super chats. Now you got the membership joints. So I hope that everybody look at their membership channels and see that now that YouTube has demonetized people, they're giving people the choice whether to get all of their money back. Because I'm sure they wouldn't want a class action lawsuit from all of these people who credit cards just kept getting hit. Their channel was down. They was subscribed to all of this shit. Because when Google take your channel down, you don't have access to nothing. So your credit card just keep getting hit. Bam, 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 bam. All these fees. All because somebody knows. Sits there and read, oh, I can do this and get this person shut down. Well, I got every one of my channels back. So what the fuck that tell you about y'all? Every one of them. Even the military one. You thought Ratchet TV thought that he was stronger than a military organization that gives out emails to Google emails and a whole bunch of other things to veterans. It's a nonprofit organization. You think you're stronger than that? It only took me 3 times to write them. I told you I'm not the man that you want to come after. I tell you because I'm drawing you in. Because I know you that fucking proud to believe that you was going to get away with it. So they showed me by giving me all the accounts back, and all I said was in there, there's a federal case pending an MO3 case and in a copyright case, and that a woman did get killed. A woman did get beat up. And they asked, was it all right if they go in and look at it? Yeah, you can go in and look at it. So, yeah, I played Sapphire's thing. I showed that she did get beat up. And that Ratchet TV was trying to hide that. That's a crime. Like I said, good fucking luck.